Hello, everybody. This is Elizabeth Mozelle, and tonight we're doing Fright Night Friday. So I'm gonna just allow at least like one person or two people to come through, and then I'm gonna start my Fright Night Friday segment. So if y'all in the bushes, I hope y'all doing wonderful tonight, cause I'm doing awesome. I'm gonna just give it about 2 minutes, y'all. So y'all can come on in. Hello. I'm not for sure if you're gonna be in the bushes, but I want to say hello. Just giving it about 2 minutes, and then disclaimer: if anybody watching the replay, please know that I give it about 2 minutes before I start talking, so you can skip through this part if you would like. It's all right with me. Hello, Bella. How you doing tonight? So you must be anxious about this peach, girl. This peach, girl. I'm about to say, ain't your season up? No, no, let me stop. I do not want nobody, season to ever be up. That's just not a right thing to do. Never wish somebody's downfall. I wouldn't say that was wishing anybody's downfall, but I see you next season. That's how I be feeling. Like, girl, I don't need to see you all the time. You are not a seasoned fruit. You're not a whole year round seasoned fruit, okay? That's good. I kind of miss our midnight shows with is this yeah. I miss our midnight shows that we used to like stay up like 3 o'clock in the morning. And now my shows is like probably about 15 minutes. Sometimes they can be long winded. But I try not to be long winded because I feel like y'all want to catch other people as well. And I don't want to never bore nobody. But we're 2 minutes in, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. Hey Toy, how you doing? We're gonna jump into it. So obviously y'all jumped into it with the the thumbnail. And I basically was listening to what is that person? You know how we have forensic files or is it serial killers part 345? Well, that's what I was watching, but I was watching the Fred and Rosemary West story. And when they broke down Rosemary, they wasn't really talking about Fred as much, but they was breaking down Rosemary. And I'm gonna tell you what threw me to a loop that made me compare Rosemary to Peach was low self-esteem, problems at home, um, doubt, and felt like this was the only man that she could ever get or will ever love her. But actuality, it flipped on her. Now, we can go and talk about Fred and compare him to Wood, and it's pretty easily. He didn't say much. He basically told Rosemary, hey, I want you to do this. And if you do this, I will love you more. He basically used that like strategy on her. That's something that I think Wood does to Peach because Peach have this suddenly spark of energy sometimes. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go get my hair done. And then later on she'll come back and say, hey, my man wants me to put nails on or put you have this so much energy into making him happy. But if it's just you, hey, am I gonna say shitty? Royal. Hi. But if you think about it, it's just like she has very little patience for herself. And Rosemary seemed like that. When Fred and Rosemary met, she was 14. No, I think they said she was 15 or 16. But he moved her in, and then later on we found out he offed his wife, and then he stayed with Rosemary. Rosemary was an easy way of manipulating. She was easy. She all he had to do was give her a little, attention in the bedroom, and she's will do whatever he asks. But that's how I feel about Peach. He gives her a little bit of affection. You can tell that he gives it to her because she airs it. She'll sit on the camera while he's laying down and he's sleeping. She's like naked and she's like showing the world that they're together. Instead of just being like enjoying the moment, she has to always allow the world to know that he's with her. He's not with nobody else. But if he's not with her, she's down, she's depressed, she's almost nearly ready to cut her eyebrows out with a machete. Okay, so she really don't have the same energy for herself if it comes just for Peach. And I wanted to talk really short on that vlog when she said somebody had said that, hey, you're famous. And I guess she jumps over Peach and talks to her husband. And I'm going to tell you this, Peach, you're not famous. Not by far are you famous. You're not far. You have to do something drastic for you to be famous. You're not famous. I doubt very seriously. Have y'all heard Wood Is So Good on the radio? If you did, I'm sorry. I don't hear it on my radio. I don't see it on, I don't hear people using it on TikTok videos. I don't see it on, like, oh, that's a banger. I don't see that. So again, why would you be famous? You never said Trick Daddy wanted you to come back to his restaurant to review it. That will be famous status for me. He didn't even come and shake your hand when you went to his restaurant. He didn't even know you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not famous. So again, when that woman said, hey, you're famous, I don't think she said he's famous, but I think she probably said something in the nature of, hey, I know you from YouTube or TikTok or whatever. But I just felt like she was trying to use sympathy because she did not get it from her husband. Her husband didn't stop that woman and say, hey, this is my wife Peach. Hey, how you doing, Early? Sir Early. But he didn't. He didn't take that initiative to make her feel like she was important. And that moment at the store, he didn't shut her down. He just allowed her to look foolish. And that's what Fred did mostly of Rosemary's life. She was tricking, so he didn't have to work. Oh, yes. Rosemary did a lot to keep her man happy. And Peach would do the exact same thing. She would have a man on the side, not a man on the side. She would allow him to have side women, and she don't mind it unless it don't come out in front force. My Wit's So Good. It's a song from Peach McIntyre. And she's singing that song to the public, telling everybody her man is good down there in the bedroom. And of course it's not, I don't think it's making him more popular. It's like, girl, get your life. We don't talk about sex. We like past 30 years old. Yeah, it is a song. It's not a great song, but it's a song. But it's just amazingly how I looked at this story and I automatically thought of Peach. And not in a bad way. I wouldn't say they are going to be just like them, but I can see behaviors of Rosemary and Peach. I could see her. And another thing that threw me off, and I'm telling a story with a comparison. So another thing it threw me off was that she offed her when before they got married, her and Fred got married, she took care of one of his kids with his first wife. Now this time everybody thought the first wife ran off, she moved, and they didn't question it. So later on, people only thought that the mother came back, got the child, and went back on her merry way. But that's not the case. She actually off oh, his daughter. So she could be more intact with this guy. She wanted to be more, oh, this is my man. Now we don't have this child. And that's what Peach reminds me of also. Her children, his outside children, is like completely dead to her. And she basically would say, that's his kids. I do not have any stepchildren. That's his children. This is real life that what she puts on YouTube is real life. But Fred and Rosemary is a real story. Like they in London. I don't know if you ever seen this movie 25 Cromwell Street. That actually happened. They had 10 bodies alone buried in their yard. They had a couple of bodies buried in their house. It's a true story. Fred and Rosemary West. That's the couple that has a true story. But Paige, I don't know. It's still in the air. But I want to say thank you again. If you're a bushwasher, please thank you. I hope you enjoy. If you don't, that thumbs down button. Yes. Yes. And I can talk about them a little bit. Like basically, I'm gonna just talk about Fred and Rosemary real quick. Basically, they only got caught like for some odd reason he always got away. He murdered like his ex-wife. He murdered girlfriends. They murdered children of their children. Like their children was like 16. They off them. But the most funniest part about it is the cops basically like did he was never a suspect. He was Fred. He was the lovable guy. He was the one that could talk out of a ticket. No, this is before. Maybe it wasn't before Charlie Manson. I think okay, so about 95, 92. Hold on, let me I don't want to give out no bad information. This is on top of the dome, so please excuse me, y'all. No, but Charlie Manson, this was like before Charlie Manson. This is after Charlie. And funny part about it is he'll allow her to take the whole rap. And he knew that he was going to unlive himself instantly. Story. Now remind you, Deadly Women is where I originally found Fred and Rosemary. I'm sorry. But you can stream YouTube. They have like a whole thing on them. Like, but if you ever seen, it's actually a big thing in London, like 25 Caldwell Street that does not exist no more. But it does. but they tore down the building like 95. Sometimes, not all the time. I feel like you got to be careful of what you put inside your spirit. Like, and I know you're not like a spiritual person, sir. I'll watch your videos. But sometimes, like, you have to be careful what you put in your ears and stuff like that. And you just got to be careful. But I actually think these two are the more enticing ones because they look normal as heck. Like, you won't think they was into like group, you know, group adult entertainment and him watching her or she's watching him. You wouldn't think that when you see them. Like, you would just think they just typically eat fish and chips on Friday night. You wouldn't think nothing of them. It was so bland, you know? So that's the reason why I think that's the reason why I kind of like it. Yeah, you have to be very careful because even like even like now, I think about it. Yes, yes. Like she had Rosemary had like three outside children, and they was all biracial. Yes, like like she had like three outside children. Like all together, they had like 11 to 12 children. And that's like coming out of her cuckoo. Like that's how many children she had. Like she had a lot of kids. And I don't know if y'all Flurry. Yeah, no, they hold on. They harmed, if I'm not mistaken, I think they off two of their children with both of them. Like they both had like girls and they off them. The boys they kind of kept, and the younger children they kept. Like they talked about how they will walk their children to school like any other day. They will make dinner. Yeah, it was crazy. I really felt like personally, this is like, Don, you don't know people. Like these are neighbors. And I don't know if y'all ever know how slim and spaced out these houses are. Like there's no gaps in London like with houses. Like they're stuck together. So I could imagine the smell, one, living beside these two. And you're just thinking these are normal people. You're thinking when you see a group of teenage girls, or you see another little girl come to the house, you think that they're coming for the older girls, or they're just, you don't put two to two together. Like you'll probably think, hey, these are my friends. These are my daughter's friends. You won't think nothing of it. You wouldn't think, oh, these people are killing, hurting people and adults. They would typically get like stray people, stray women that like walking after a shift, or hey, do you need a ride? That's how they would get most of their victims. And children would have been like number one. Easy access. Somebody younger, somebody that feels like, hey, you understand me, until they have to go and be somebody's little, torture monkey. And it's sad. So they, of course, they had about 12 or 13. And then over the years from missing people, they collected some of those bodies. No, They kind of added some of those extra bodies that's been like or Jane Doe or some type of missing ladies. They will actually add them to their case. So be honest with you, right now what they found in that house was 12, and they also added extra people that was missing or they found Jane Doe's. So they put them at the they put them at that, for that murder, or they blamed them. Um but yeah, they didn't find this out until 94. So they've been doing this stuff for a very long time. Since 1973. They've been tormenting the people in London since 1973. It's Cromwell, not Caldwell. So yeah. I think he's in jail. I did see that documentary. And that documentary scared the tick out of me because, be honest with you, some of those ladies was my age, like my real life age. And I was like, how did you get caught up with this guy? Like, how did you get caught up with this guy? You're 23, 24. And hold on, his name is Anthony Stallwells. Unseen. Is that the documentary you was talking about? It did not. You love these stories. No, I never. No, it's no. Don't be saying that. I don't know him. He ain't my family. He is not my family. I am so sorry. He is not my family. I think his name is Stockwells. But I just think it was funny how he got caught. He only got caught because of how did he get caught? Because the lady fell out his window butt naked. And he came downstairs butt naked. That's the only reason why he got caught. That's the only reason. No, I don't even think he got caught then. No, I don't think he got caught there. He got caught somewhere else. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that comparison. Yeah, it's unseen. You can see that on YouTube actually. You can see it. And he had like so many ladies. I wouldn't say that. I think all of them had some type of street drug problem. And when that happens, they didn't have they couldn't resign good characters within people. So they didn't understand why anybody would share drugs, or they don't understand that. Why are you sharing drugs? Why are you sharing this? Because drugs is something more valuable. Who shares that? Unless you're trying to harm somebody in the process. Nobody don't share that. Um, I think he was a suspect for a very long time since the 80s, and he was still out there in like early 2000s, like 2010, I think the latest. So yeah, I've been here for too long, y'all. But I hope y'all understood what I was trying to say about Peach and Rosemary. That she will do anything for Wood. And until she has to, she's like behind them, she knows that let's have these fake beasts. Let's keep on talking about no stay. um she let's keep on talking about divorcing. Let's keep on making a baby. Let's have these it would mess up somewhere. Let me keep on bringing in my family, giving an excuse why I can't do anything because my family's stressing me out. My family don't love me. Let me keep it up. Let me keep these views up. Wood don't love me. I want to get a divorce. We love each other. We just had, we just had adult time. So she's coming off as me as how people and narrators are starting to when they started describing Rosemary, that's what Peach started giving. She's giving me the low self-esteem. I have no other choice. If I want this man to stay here with me, I better bring him the girls and I better make sure they don't say anything. So let me help him get rid of these girls and these allegations so I can keep my man. Now, am I saying that's what she would do? Absolutely not. I am not saying that she's going to do anything in that act, but I'm saying that with her self-centered around her and Wood, there's no telling what he will allow her to do and just sit back and let her look like a fool. Because remind you, this man actually told her, no, babe, you can make $2 million. She was so, I'm sorry, y'all. She was so stressed about trying to make $2 million for this man. I don't know if y'all remember that, but she was stressed. She was putting out content like ain't no tomorrow. It was, let me do TikTok, let me do Facebook, let me do YouTube, let me do MySpace. I gotta make this man his $2 million in the month of February. That gotta be hard because this man ain't giving you, he's not even bringing you $200 out of somewhere from him, but you gotta bring him 2 million. Can you imagine if Peach actually made that 2 million? We know she didn't, but what if she made that 2 million? She'd be exhausted. She don't even take care of herself to go to the hospital and check on that little thing on her neck. You know what? It's not even about the pimp vibes. I don't think he's smart enough to do the pimp vibes. But I will say this. She is smart enough to know how to make him happy. See, we're not talking about a hardworking man. He never worked hard. It's small things that, keep people opening their mouth and making that person look bad or their situations bad. She said she remember walking home from work, just got off the bus. This man was watching their kid, wasn't together, and her house was clean and he had cooked dinner. Now, with that said, he didn't meet her at the bus stop. He didn't, why was he not at work himself? Not trying to be like in your business, but it seemed like both of y'all needed to be working adults. And she did not give him that responsibility. And if he is a keep man, let me tell you something. Don't come on here talking about how bad he treats you. Don't you do it. Mm-mm. See, I didn't know that was a type of man in Florida like that. A type of, couples. I just thought it was crazy. Well, I typically look at those as like, the man that don't mind you being unaware. Your husband's a welfare man. He don't mind that. He don't give me that he cares. Because if he cares, be honest with you, if he cared, he would sold that bag. He would sold those Gucci shoes. He would sold he would sold the Gucci shoes. He would sold that truck. So his son that is disabled can go to the class that he needs to go to. If I don't like using this word. If he's autism and he needs to go to stop, he can't sell his wood. But if he has to go to a certain class or school to help him to develop and be functional as an adult, that's what they needed to do. But no, Peach and her man was trying to trade in cars. So be honest with you, I didn't know that was a type. And sometimes I feel like I am hard on people because I guess I'm a little bit older and I'm set in my ways. So me buying stuff for a man doesn't exist anymore. I don't have to buy his affection. I don't want him to buy my affection, but buying stuff for a man to lay the wood or how I just seen the wood just to lay the pipe and may or may not be forever. That's a waste of money. We don't even talk about shacking up. We get rooms. We're adults now. We get rooms. We get rooms if we shack up. And we go home. He goes to his place, I go to mine. That's a type of, you know, but I don't think I don't think she knows what love is. Peach don't know what love is. So it's kind of hard to hear her talk about love if every minute she's talking about how she hates him and I love this man. And one thing I found it was so funny. They was talking about like when they did when they first started doing the investigation, they said like she would do like odd things, like she would tote around his shirt and like smell it. And I was like, darn, that's something that Peach would do. Um, and then one thing I thought about was like Rosemary be the type to be like looking at his Hershey stand. And I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, okay? He looked like the type Fred looked like the type he didn't care if he yeah, that's what he gives off to me. And Wood gives off that too. I ain't even gonna lie. Wood look like, he needs a little bit of help there. He don't look like he's clean. LOL. What would I do? Well, about what? But he don't look very clean and hygienic. That's just me. Be honest with you, when Peach said I don't even want to take a bath or I don't take baths sometimes, yeah, they don't look like they're hygienic for me. But Peach do look like the type that she will look at his Hershey stain and be like, "Hey, where he get this corn from?" Let me smell it. She looked like the type that she would do that, and she did say she smelled his dirty underwear. I only think the worst. When you say something like that, I only think the worst. You know what? I mean, be honest with you, I don't know. She just recently bought herself bras. Like, what woman don't buy themselves undergarments? Like, on a regular. Like, I know bras are very expensive, but what woman don't go to Cato's or um, go to Walmart and pick up a bra? Like, just that is just something, that's something normal. Like, we don't do that. And definitely you have a AKA husband or a man at home. There's some things you just naturally do. Like, we naturally put on sexy clothes. Like, she gives me the type that she she sleeps with a musty shirt. Like, it's automatically permanent musty. She don't give me the type that, ooh, I'm gonna go to City Trends, I'm gonna get this lingerie right here. She don't give me that vibe. She gives me that vibe that she probably caught some woman sending him pics with, a lingerie, and she gotta get that energy to compete with this woman. And I think a lot of time, and I would like to say this, I would like to break it down. Sometimes we all have low self esteem. Some people have low self esteem. And you just have to understand what is too far and what's too far and what was yourself. And sometimes you're chasing after what another woman looks like, trying to compete with him, but he really never wanted you in the beginning. A lot of times men tell us that they don't want us. And I think plenty of times she might tell y'all, Will wants me. He wants his family and he big to his family. Well, sometimes he probably don't tell you that he only way how he can tell you he don't want you is he continues to cheat. And if you continue to take him back because he needs $40 for a plan B for somebody, that's what you're gonna do. City, yeah, City Trend got everything now. You just got to go to that naughty section. I don't like City Trend. It's too clustered for me. When I watch other people do City Trend videos, I'm like, ugh. But be honest with you, I don't like Macy's. I don't like. I don't like nothing that looks cluttered. And what it's going to do is going to hurt her in the long run. Her daughter is not going to understand how to identify a good man from a man that her mom has to deal with. Not a dad. That's not the same. You don't look at your father, you look at how your mother handles a relationship. Ew. No, no. You don't even barely see my face on this camera. Ever since somebody called me ugly, I'm like, okay, I know I'm ugly. I'm cool with that. Thank you, to do. But no, no. I ain't no Chrissy. I ain't no Jazz. No, sorry. But you know what? Be honest with you, I don't think nobody has boundaries with Peach. Oh, thank you. I don't think nobody has boundaries with Peach. I personally believe that. Nobody around her has boundaries. I think everybody has something effed up. And I think it does start with her mother. It does. It starts with her mother. It don't start with Peach per se. It starts with her mother, and it starts with her mother relationship with her mother. And it trickles. But I don't think her relationship with her children is trickling down to her son, not her daughter. Her daughter might have that same give me like her father, you know, give me. Because, you always hear her talk about, I took my daughter to $1,000 toy shopping haul, or Gorgeous got to have the Gorgeous got to have the hair that stands out, you know. And sometimes we miss that special child that kept us whole. And I think she don't know how to. And I think Peach might have been that special child to Tracy that made her whole. That she probably just didn't see it because she wasn't. She's looking at it like her mother is horrible. And I don't know her mother. I don't know what her mom did. I just know that parents are not always perfect. They don't get it right. And that's the reason why you're stuck with Wood. Because sometimes you gotta allow your parents to apologize from a different point than just saying, "Hey, I'm sorry I effed up your childhood somehow, some way. I don't know, I don't care." Sometimes you got to allow your parents to apologize from their point of view. Some of us, our parents already forgave us for the shenanigans we did as a kid. They just had a distance to it. They didn't hold it to their heart. And sometimes we gotta understand that. We can't charge everything that our parents done to us to our heart. And I pray that she does find some type of less malice towards her mom for making her mom protecting her from things that she didn't know that will be coming, it can come forward. And that's how I look at Paige. I really feel bad for her, but I wasn't trying to. Y'all see this video again? I was not trying to compare them to actual criminals, but I just comparing Peach to. Hey, darling. What is Pete the Meat? What is that? Can you just give me a just a little bit? Because I don't know about that. Are you talking about Pete with the Kardashians? Pete the Meat. That's her dad's nickname. Is he a perv or hold on? How did I say it in the French verse? Is he a perverti? Is he a perverti? Not the 22 kids. 22 kids. You know what? When you said that, now that makes sense. Why she don't claim her step kids. That probably make freaking sense. That makes sense now. I'm thinking about it. Darn, that makes sense. That is trauma. I couldn't imagine having 22 brothers and sisters. And now it makes me wonder if Wood is her brother. Ugh. Did she ever question it? Like it, ew. And Tampa is not. I don't know. Tampa is big, but Tampa has a big, you know, 80s virus. Is that Decatur? Decatur? No, what's that? Not Decatur. That's Dade County, Jacksonville, and that's like Dade County. Whew. Girl, that makes my ovaries hurt. 22 kids. Oh God, that makes my ovaries hurt. Mm. Okay, that's Miami. 22 kids, sir. You gotta think about that. That's too many. Ooh. Like you really don't you gotta celebrate every kid's birthday twice every 2 years. You gotta I don't know. You got kids' birthdays probably on the same day. Mm. Okay. So yeah, that's the one that has the 80s virus. Dave County is bad. So Miami is good, I guess. I guess. She's in Miami, right? No, she's in Tampa. So Tampa might be still good. But y'all, that's nasty. That's nasty. I just can't shake it. Sweet meat. Who's your man? Sweet meat? Pete the meat? Like, come on now. Who's your baby daddy? Pete the meat. Like, they automatically, like, the people at the county hospital be like, who's the father? Pete the meat. Like, oh, you're number 17. Like, you're number 17. Congratulations. Yeah, both of y'all in the hospital together. Like, mm. Maybe, you know what? Maybe Peaches or 80s, baby. Maybe he's like the only healthy male in the 80s that the women were like, he ain't sick looking, you know? Like, because I actually, I had a friend that she basically said, women only do date the healthy looking men. Like they will only date healthy looking men. Like your man couldn't be skinny, he couldn't have a twist in the 80s. He had to be masculine and healthy looking. Whatever healthy was, but they wasn't messing around with no skinny man back in the 80s. They was scared of him. But sure. Yes, I did. I sure did. She does look like she sleeps permanently in a musty shirt when he's not there. When he's there, she sleeps the way he left. Come on, y'all. I'm not the only one that's gonna say it. I'm not gonna want she don't y'all, she don't even look like she goes to the bathroom afterwards. She just lay there. And he looks like he goes to the bathroom, wash up, probably take a shower. He just leave her right there with all that mess. That's what she gives off. She don't give off like feminine vibes to me. She don't give off like she don't give off feminine vibes. For somebody that still got her panties, the bubble gum, the wrapper. You think she really takes the time out to go take a shower afterwards? No. She just lays. What was that saying? I can't never say it. White tail, wet tail. She's just like the wet tail feel. Let me stop talking about people. Chill. She just don't give me that vibe. Yes. City Trend. I haven't been to Rainbow since '03, since high school. And I seen it. I know we have them still alive, but it don't get played that much like it did in high school for me than City Trend does now. Like everybody goes to City Trend. City Trend be off the hook or tax season. Like City Trend stays open to like 12 o'clock at night. Ew. But she also said if you smell like peaches or you smell fruity, you got a yeast infection. I'm like, girl, I don't know. I don't care what somebody smells like. I don't care what you smell like. Just long as I don't smell it. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I feel like I'm a whole woman sometimes. So smelling like onions, that doesn't smell attractive to me. I don't even like chop. Well, I do. I will chop them, but I don't like. Y'all know how y'all get like an old onion. Well, old onion means not rotted or molded. I mean just like a old seasoned onion, and it's more pungent. I don't like to dice those as much. So, but I don't know, y'all. Y'all was very entertaining. Y'all let me say my little story about Peach tonight. And hopefully, hey, Bella, is anybody else on live tonight? I like to support everybody. And do you have a page, Bella? Do anybody have a page on here? I love to support back. Take a bath. Bella, did you say take a bath? And certainly, you know I support you, so you should say take a bath. Yanni's live. Okay, I'm a. Is she doing that pay? Because I won't be able to get in because I ain't pay. Aw. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to stop y'all from, going to other people's channel. I'm just chit chatting now. You know what, Bella? I noticed that you can't. Back in the day when when like reactors got along, and when I say get along, it doesn't mean like they was like happy family. They just stayed in their lane, and you could go in air. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Do you know how you can just go on everybody's live and make a comment, and you don't have to worry about people saying you a hater because you did it on somebody else's page. So you have to be careful nowadays. You have to be very careful. Oh, but seriously, you have to be careful. Like you have to just be careful, like how you can't express yourself anymore and anymore on other people's channels. Have to be very mindful of that. But Peach, I don't talk on her channel ever since. For like I told you, I think you probably was in a live one time. Ever since I took her class, and she just what she said was the poor people got the cheaper class. I I watch her from a distance. I watch her from a distance. Like if I see it on my comments on my what is that tab, yeah, that's it. Shorts or something like that. If it's like it pops up, that's it. I don't try to make her lives. Somebody's gonna make fun of it. you know, somebody's going to make fun of it. So, are you saying the shock for me, Bella? But I'm not lying. She did say the cheaper class was ghetto. And I don't think we was ghetto. I think she was ghetto. Yeah. But I don't know who's buying her stuff now. I really don't know. You got to be from a rock in a dark place to buy anything from Peach McIntyre website. No, you know what? Nobody want wood. Nobody don't want wood. Y'all see how he cook? Like I ain't saying he can't cook, but did y'all see that chili? That man literally put spaghetti sauce in his chili. Nobody don't want wood. That is you and only you. I'm not trying to be funny. I never seen nobody put tomato sauce in chili. I always seen diced tomatoes, tomato paste, you know, those ingredients. Even, they even have the little packets at the grocery store that says chili. Even got some spicy ones that says Mal spicy. They got a chicken chili or a white chili. I typically eat it with chicken, but white chili. But you don't have to put spaghetti sauce in it. Yeah, nobody don't want that. Like that's like somebody like Chris come on here and says somebody's trying to DM Jazz. Like, girl, boy, stop. Boy, stop. You crazy. Nobody want Jazz. That was just like, and she's like, ooh, he made a good play. He made our play. It was so good. I'm like, girl, nobody want that. Again, would look like he plays with his toe jam. I'm serious. He don't look normal. Y'all talk about Olivia smelling her body parts under her ear and between her chest. Yeah, he looks like the type too that he smells his toe jam, y'all. Y'all can cancel me today, y'all. Y'all can go ahead and cancel me today. But that's what he looked like. He looked like he looked special. Nobody want that. Nobody want that. Y'all here fighting for wood. Y'all stroking this girl's ego. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Y'all choking this woman's ego. Y'all texting this woman's husband. Y'all really want somebody that retired from his car wash that he only worked like 3 times out of the year? Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. I'm serious. Y'all are cutting up tonight. Bella, stop it. Who said that? Royal, you said that. I think you did. I think you started that mess. You need to stop tonight. You cutting up. You need to go. You know what? Bella, we going to cut up tonight. We're going in trouble, okay? We're going to get in trouble, but we got to break this down. Not only the car wash, right? Don't you remember she went to Sam's and this is like the big bag, big bang, big bag, big bang. She said they had like this concert and she will go and sell water. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just leave it alone. But you know what? Money might be tight for them. Money might be very tight for them. So I'm gonna just, money might be tight. I just know one thing. Big bang, big ball, big whatever. She better not come on here talking about she's sick and she need a fundraiser. She better not. That's not healthy. That's not good. Not at all. You've been telling us you got big bang, big ball. Your man retired, paying $170 for your son to be in a special session for his behavior. You better not have GoFundMe. Nothing, okay? You better not. It wasn't a call. I don't even want to think that this grown man. Well, she did say when she was pregnant with Gorgeous that they had, what was that? She went in labor because she had to help him do a couple of cards when she was pregnant with her daughter, and she got in labor that night. So they might have like a family car wash. Who knows? But that's big bank, big pimping right there. AKA the new Fred and Rosemary of YouTube. Y'all, I might come back with another Fright Night Friday next week. I'm gonna try to start doing some better content. I don't know how to do content, y'all. And I don't even know. I have a camera, but I don't. And I try to do little vlogging, but y'all, it sucks. I be trying to like edit it or trying to look at it. I'm like, darn, this is boring. I was like, how y'all do this editing? I see why they be slipping, y'all. I see why jazz be slipping now. Cause that shit can be boring. Definitely you at home all day and your man don't have a job. That shit got to be boring. And you can't edit it certain things or you can't record everything in your life. Yeah, that gotta be boring. And then sometimes you have to talk about the event. And sometimes it's better to show it. Yes, Paige was doing so much, and even with her last pregnancy, she was working like a dog. Okay. Man, I have to take a mental, my real job, I'm already got my days for my mental day off. I need mental days off. I don't think she ever had one. She never had days that she could just say, nope, I ain't doing it. She had to work consistently to get what she got. But I didn't know. I think you were saying that she had Bella. I think you was the one that said that she owns a home now. So I want to say congrats. I didn't know because she had said something in that post talking about now I'm a homeowner. I hope she is a real homeowner, but okay. Because people be lying now. And YouTube is an easy way to lie. Like people, girl. That's how I know some of these ladies never had a real life. Like they never had a real life. Because real life people, we don't have to lie. We don't got it. We don't got it. We don't front. Bella, she also said she was married, but we ain't never seen no marriage picture. She also said her son had was a missing a brain, but we didn't see her take that baby to no specialist. And she goes to doctor. Well, she don't go to doctor visits like Jasmine. She don't use that as content, but she would use the event in her storyline. And I assume that your child was missing a half of a brain. Well, not half a brain. He was missing part of his brain. That he will have a specialist. And you know, we're not speaking poorly on no baby. Y'all should just understand this. But you will see certain developments that he wouldn't be able to um, meet their milestones. But he's meeting milestones. And they also speak on that. Like he wouldn't be able to stand. And that's one of those things. It depends on your severeness of what he's missing, but that's part of it. He won't stand. He will have a hard time looking and seeing. So I don't know. She couldn't keep that I don't know what to say. I don't know if she could keep that, storyline up and she had to drop it. But Tracy, I know you really don't like her. Can you just give me a green heart if she lying about that storyline? So I just need to clarify. And I hope he is, but why would you lie to get that 100K? And that's what she did. She lied so she can hurry up and get that 100K. Because people, I'm not going to lie to you. People's soft side is always children. Doesn't matter if they like you or not. Children is everybody's soft side. And you be surprised. You can come up here and say, hey, your child is fighting something, even a sickness. And people are going to be like, oh, how's little man? How's my nephew? Do you need anything? Check your cash out. They love children. People will spend more money on other people's children before they spend money on their own children. So, and I think some of these ladies, they got the assignment. Definitely Jazz. Like I said before, and I said in somebody else's live, Jazz is not slick. Y'all be thinking her food is like literally like her being lazy. No, that's her food to get her kids on Angel Tree. Because she knows those teachers are watching. Those teachers are watching. That those teachers know when those kids gonna have a coat on. Those teachers gonna know when those kids have socks on, clean clothes, um, their hair is done. Those teachers peep all that. And definitely she got four of them. Oh gosh, somebody's gonna have a soft spot for her for Angel Tree this year. Yes, and she's going to take it. She's gonna take that Angel Tree. I don't blame her. I got Angel Tree one time, y'all. I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I buy more gifts for other people? I was like, no, you just take it. Yeah, and like I said, only and y'all y'all know some of y'all know me from other people's channel, but missing cakes. Um, I don't want to throw them off of the woods, missing cakes, but I do have a soft spot. But with that said, I do believe in God and I do believe in miracles, if that makes sense. I do believe that He's a healer. But You never heard her say anything about a false alarm. He's okay. One thing you heard was that they might have kept him at the hospital. And then she said, "Oh, no, me and baby, we can go home." That's what she said. All right. Nothing else. All right. That's all I'm going to say. I do believe in it, but I just believe that sometimes people like to lie to get what they want. And believe it or not, she buy views. Now, I really see it. Yeah, I see it. Oh, I did. Peach. My bad. And she did say that too. She said her baby had some type of, disability. Poor baby. Poor kids. Their parents just messing up their whole life before they even get out the womb. Like, oh, just make my I think jazz makes everybody's ass hurt. It makes her head hurt. Well, believe it or not, anytime when I don't know, you kind of stop lying on your children like when you get older. Like definitely you was like, "Oh, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to work because my daughter's sick," and your daughter's not sick. You just trying to use that as an excuse. And then one day she actually gets sick, y'all. You like, darn. And it'll take you back like, darn. So I try not to diagnose nobody's children for them. But one day your children's going to get sick or they're going to get hurt. And you're going to wish that you never spoke that over their lives. And I do believe in speaking positive and negative over your children's life. Because trust me, that all it took was me to tell my boss my daughter was sick. And she wasn't. I just wanted a day. Just wanted a day. I don't even remember. I didn't even take her to daycare that day. I just wanted, y'all don't know if y'all ever just want a day to lay in bed. The house is clean. Yeah. Okay. I know I might be crazy. House is clean. You just want to lay in the bed and watch your TV and sleep. That's all. See, and that's the reason why I don't speak over. I'm not going to speak over that situation, but we see it. Okay. I'm not hating on you, but we see it. A lot of people don't want to speak on it. It's because we're trying to kick her when she's down. But no, you said it. Just like I asked somebody, why are we getting mad at the Jacksons for is it lying or clickbaiting about having the third set of twins? Like, why are we getting mad when we already know what type of things that people are pulling nowadays? People are pulling so much nonsense on YouTubers that is not even funny. Let me tell you something, and I said it before. Her mom is very humble because y'all, if my daughter was Peach McIntyre and I know her secret, I'm gonna let this woman. I'm gonna let this woman do certain things to me, say anything, and talk about my mama, baby. She is. You better be thankful you got a mother like her, cause y'all, you talk about, girl. I don't even think I would last 20 seconds after that video if I was talking about my grandfather. And girl, you know how many people snatch me up? So many people. My grandfather has 6 kids. Each of them probably would snatch me up first at one time. So I would be split in 6 parts, getting snatched up. Not even that, I get snatched up by the nieces and nephews and grandsons. Y'all, that I don't know nobody wouldn't be knocking at Peach door. She was my family member. Because you're talking about our grandparents. You're talking about the elders. And you wonder why her son look at you like that. Because you don't respect elders. Your mom is your elder. And we can go around here all day long talking about, you know, her mom don't deserve, but it's not about her mom. That's about her being an adult. Some things just need to be left unsaid. I'm just being dead honest with you. But I'm gonna let y'all beautiful ladies go. I've been here for an hour and 16 minutes. But I just want to tell y'all thank y'all for rocking with me tonight. And I don't know, I'll probably come back up here probably sometimes this weekend and just talk about myself. Sometimes you gotta talk about yourself so people can understand you. Because sometimes I can be very misunderstood at times, but hopefully y'all who rock with me tonight, y'all understand me a little bit more. But y'all have a good night. And Bella, let's pray we get a good live tonight from somebody. Because I love when me and Bella be in the chat together. But y'all have a good night. And if I catch you on somebody's live, I will speak. Thank y'all. And please let me know if you have a channel. I'll follow back. I binge watch. So help y'all with that watch time, y'all. So thank y'all. Have a good night. Bye.